In 1947, British India was divided into India and Pakistan. Pakistan was split into West and East Pakistan. East Pakistan is now Bangladesh. From the beginning, there were problems between East and West Pakistan. West Pakistan held most of the political power. Bengali was not recognized as an official language. The people of East Pakistan felt discriminated against. Economic and cultural differences fueled the divide. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, a charismatic leader from East Pakistan, emerged as a powerful voice for Bengali rights. Known as Sheikh Mujib, or simply Mujib, he became immensely popular for his advocacy for Bengali autonomy. He founded the Awami League, a political party dedicated to achieving greater autonomy for East Pakistan. In the 1970 general election, the Awami League won a landslide victory in East Pakistan. They won a majority of seats in the National Assembly. This victory gave them the right to form the government. However, West Pakistan refused to accept the results. The Pakistani government, led by Yahya Khan, feared the Awami League's victory. They were apprehensive about the prospect of a Bengali-led government. Negotiations between Mujib and Yahya Khan failed. The situation escalated as the Pakistani government refused to transfer power. Tensions reached a boiling point when on March 25, 1971, the Pakistani army launched a brutal crackdown on the Bengali population. This marked the beginning of what would become a genocide and a 9-month-long liberation war. The Pakistani army's brutal crackdown, known as Operation Searchlight, aimed to suppress the Bengali independence movement. Thousands were killed and millions were displaced. This ignited a mass resistance movement across East Pakistan. The Mukti Bahini, a guerrilla force, was formed. India provided crucial support to the Mukti Bahini. On December 16, 1971, Pakistan surrendered. This victory marked the birth of Bangladesh. After independence, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman became the first Prime Minister of Bangladesh. He was greeted with immense jubilation and hope. He faced the daunting task of rebuilding a nation ravaged by war. Mujib adopted a new constitution and nationalized major industries. However, his government faced significant challenges. In 1975, Mujib established a one-party system which proved deeply unpopular. On August 15, 1975, disgruntled army officers assassinated Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and most of his family. The nation was plunged into mourning and turmoil. Section 5. Tragedy and political instability from the 1975 to the 1990s. The assassination of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman ushered in a period of profound political instability and military coups in Bangladesh. The country experienced a series of military takeovers and counter-coups. Political assassinations and human rights violations became commonplace. General Ziaur Rahman, one of the coup leaders, emerged as the new ruler. He reversed many of Mujib's socialist policies and adopted a more market-oriented approach. He emphasized Islam's role in public life, departing from Mujib's secular vision. Zia's rule, though credited with stabilizing the country, faced its own share of challenges. He survived several coup attempts and consolidated power through a mix of political maneuvering and repression. He founded the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or BNP, which became a dominant force in Bangladeshi politics. Ziaur Rahman was assassinated in 1981 in yet another military coup, highlighting the deep-rooted instability that plagued the nation. The assassination ushered in another period of political turmoil, with Lieutenant General Hossein Mohammad Ershad seizing power in 1982. Section 6. The rise of Sheikh Hasina from 1996 to 2024. In 1990, democracy was restored in Bangladesh. The country transitioned back to a parliamentary system. Sheikh Hasina emerged as a prominent political figure. She became the leader of the Awami League. The 1990s saw a bitter rivalry between Sheikh Hasina's Awami League and Khaleda Zia's BNP. Sheikh Hasina first came to power in 1996. Her government focused on economic development and poverty alleviation. Her second term saw significant economic progress, but also allegations of authoritarianism. Section 7. Reservation Crisis and Political Fallout, 2024. Throughout her tenure, Sheikh Hasina's government faced criticism for increasing authoritarianism, human rights violations, and corruption. In 2024, a major crisis erupted over the issue of reservations in government jobs and educational institutions. Protests erupted across the country, demanding greater representation for marginalized communities. The government's handling of the reservation crisis drew widespread condemnation. The use of force against protesters further fueled public anger. The situation escalated, leading to a political standoff between the ruling party and the opposition. The opposition parties, sensing an opportunity, capitalized on the growing discontent. They accused the government of being out of touch with the people's needs. The situation deteriorated into widespread unrest, with protests and violence erupting across the country. Amidst the turmoil, the government's authority weakened. Facing mounting pressure, Sheikh Hasina's government eventually fell. The political landscape was left fragmented, with no clear path toward stability. Section 8. Post-Hasina turmoil and current violence. The fall of Sheikh Hasina's government plunged Bangladesh into a new era of uncertainty and turmoil. The political landscape became increasingly polarized. The vacuum created by the absence of a strong central authority led to a surge in violence. Various factions within the country jostled for power. The military, which had been a powerful force in Bangladeshi politics, remained in the shadows, observing the unfolding events. The international community expressed deep concern over the deteriorating situation. The post-Hasina period witnessed a disturbing rise in violence and human rights abuses. Targeted killings, enforced disappearances, and attacks on religious minorities became more frequent. The lack of accountability and the culture of impunity emboldened perpetrators. Anti-India sentiment, which had been simmering beneath the surface, found a renewed voice. Some political factions sought to exploit this sentiment for their gain, further straining relations between the two countries. The situation raised concerns about the future of regional stability. Section 9. The future of Bangladesh. Bangladesh faces political upheaval and violence, threatening its progress. Restoring stability and the rule of law is crucial. Inclusive dialogue and addressing economic inequality are essential. Upholding democracy and human rights is vital. Unity and inclusivity will help Bangladesh overcome challenges.